Welcome back, wrestling WWE fans, to a story that's shaken the wrestling world with the weight of a warrior's return, a moment steeped in courage and heartbreak. Tonight, we're stepping into the raw emotion of Roman Reigns' dramatic return on a walking stick to confront Brock Lesnar on WWE Raw, a scene that burned with defiance and pain. This isn't just a wrestling moment, it's a deeply human saga of resilience and betrayal that grips the soul and refuses to let go. The arena lights dimmed as Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, emerged, his once invincible frame leaning on a walking stick, his face etched with scars of a battle fought far from the ring. For fans in the US and the UK crowd in London, this wasn't just a comeback, it was a testament to a man's refusal to be broken, a story of loyalty tested by fire that resonates with the struggles we all face. The image of Roman, battered but unbowed, spoke to the heart of what it means to fight for family and legacy. Please like, share, and subscribe for more WWE content. The moment Roman stepped into the ring, his eyes locked on Brock Lesnar, the US crowd erupted with chants, fans from Miami to Chicago feeling the weight of his pain, a champion who had stared down a health crisis and emerged defiant. For American fans, this was a story of grief, a reminder of how close they came to losing their tribal chief, not to a match, but to the fragility of life itself. Across the ocean, British fans in London couldn't believe it as Roman's voice, steady but laced with emotion, called out Brock for his betrayal, a moment that felt ripped from the pages of wrestling's storied history. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England, steeped in tales of resilience and sacrifice, saw this as a modern epic, a warrior king facing his nemesis despite overwhelming odds. Insiders revealed the real story was even more harrowing. Roman's absence from WWE had been shrouded in mystery, with whispers of a career-threatening injury, a severe leg fracture compounded by internal complications, that had left him fighting for his life. For American fans, this was a scandal that hit hard, a glimpse into the real backstage dynamics where wrestlers battle unseen demons. Across America, fans were in shock, their loyalty to Roman tested by the fear that his reign might end in tragedy. The UK crowd felt the weight of Roman's struggle just as deeply. British fans in London, who had cheered Roman's dominance in arenas like the O2, saw his return as a heroic stand, a man carrying the weight of his family's legacy through unimaginable pain. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England rallied behind Roman, their voices echoing through pubs and living rooms, urging him to reclaim his throne. Roman's confrontation with Brock was raw and unfiltered. Leaning on his walking stick, he accused the Beast of turning his back on their shared history, a betrayal rooted in Brock's resentment of Roman's dominance. For American fans, this was a gut punch, a reminder of how trust can fracture under the pressure of ego. The US crowd erupted with chants, their voices a mix of outrage and support for Roman, a man fighting to protect his empire. In the UK, the moment was pure drama. British fans in London couldn't believe it as Brock smirked, dismissing Roman as a broken man, his words cutting deeper than any suplex. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England saw this as a clash of titans, loyalty versus ambition played out on a global stage. The arena would have been shaking if they'd been there live. The real backstage dynamics were a storm of emotions. Wrestlers like Jey Uso and Paul Heyman, loyal to Roman, were seen grappling with the fallout, their faces etched with concern for their leader. For American fans, this was a rare glimpse into the camaraderie that exists behind the curtain, a reminder that wrestling is a family, even when tested by betrayal. The US crowd erupted with chants, their voices a testament to the bond that unites the locker room. In the UK, the focus was on legacy. British fans in London, steeped in a wrestling culture that reveres its heroes, saw Roman's return as a tribute to the Anoa'i family, whose members like Yokozuna left indelible marks on the sport. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England called for Roman to rise, their support a rallying cry for a man fighting for his family's name. Alright, we're halfway through, and things are about to take a serious turn. If you thought you knew where this was going, think again, this is where the real drama unfolds. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. The real bombshell came when insiders leaked a shocking revelation. Brock's betrayal was fueled by whispers from within WWE, with some in management questioning Roman's ability to lead through his injuries. For American fans, this was a scandal that rocked the wrestling world, a glimpse into the cutthroat politics behind the scenes. Across America, fans were in shock, their social media posts filled with outrage, demanding justice for their tribal chief. In the UK, the news hit like a thunderbolt. British fans in London couldn't believe it when reports surfaced that Paul Heyman had been caught in the crossfire, torn between loyalty to Roman and pressure from higher-ups. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England saw Heyman as a tragic figure, navigating a web of deceit. The scandal was a stark reminder of the cost of power in wrestling. Roman's recovery was a battle of its own. Doctors had warned that his injuries could end his career, with potential long-term damage to his mobility. For American fans, this health crisis was a reminder of the sacrifices wrestlers make, pushing their bodies beyond human limits for the fans. The US crowd erupted with chants, their voices a chorus of support for a man who had given everything for the sport. In the UK, the news was a call to rally. British fans in London couldn't believe it when leaked footage showed Roman training through pain, his face a mask of determination as he vowed to confront Brock again. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England saw Roman as a warrior king, his legacy forged in pain but shining brighter for it. Fans began sharing tributes, inspired by his courage. The confrontation took a darker turn when Roman spoke of the grief that haunted him, referencing fallen stars like Umaga, whose loss still lingered in the Anoa'i family. For American fans, this was a moment of raw sorrow, a reminder of the tributes paid to those who left too soon. Across America, fans were in shock, their cheers a plea for Roman to honor his family's legacy. In the UK, the moment was heartbreaking. British fans in London couldn't believe it as Roman's voice broke, his words a tribute to the fallen who had shaped his path. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England saw this as a nod to every wrestler who left a mark on the sport. The outpouring of support was a testament to wrestling's enduring power. The locker room was a powder keg of emotions, with wrestlers like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn offering quiet support to Roman, revealing a camaraderie rarely seen by fans. For American fans, this was a reminder that wrestling is a family, even amidst chaos. The US crowd erupted with chants, their voices a unified stand against betrayal, a call for Roman to reclaim his throne. In the UK, the focus was on vengeance. British fans in London couldn't believe it when rumors surfaced that Roman was planning a return match against Brock, a showdown to settle the score. The UK wrestling tradition, with its love for dramatic comebacks, saw this as the beginning of an epic saga. Fans in England rallied behind Roman, their chants a promise to stand by him. As Roman stood in the ring, his walking stick a symbol of his struggle, he vowed to face Brock again, not for revenge, but for redemption. The US crowd erupted with chants, their voices carrying across arenas from Dallas to New York, as American fans saw Roman's defiance as a stand for loyalty. The idea that even in the face of betrayal, strength could prevail was a message that resonated deeply. In the UK, the moment was a rallying cry. British fans in London couldn't believe it when Roman dedicated his fight to the fans, a nod to the wrestling tradition that values connection above all. The chants in England grew louder, a chorus of support for a man finding his fire. The story was far from over, but Roman's return was a moment of triumph. The fallout from Raw is still unfolding, with Roman and Brock on a collision course that will define their legacies. For American fans, it's a story of resilience, a chance for Roman to prove that no betrayal can break him. Across America, fans were in shock, their anticipation building for a showdown that promises to be historic. In the UK, the excitement is palpable. British fans in London, steeped in a wrestling culture that celebrates heart and soul, see Roman as a warrior fighting for his family's name. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England vowed to stand by Roman, their voice as a bridge across the Atlantic. This is more than wrestling, it's a story of love, loss, and loyalty that binds us all. Roman Reigns' return on a walking stick to confront Brock Lesnar on Raw isn't just a moment in WWE, it's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in our darkest moments, we can rise again. For American and British fans, this story speaks to the heart of why we love wrestling. It's about family, sacrifice, and the legacies we fight to protect. From the arenas of the US to the historic venues of the UK, Roman's journey is our journey, a saga of loyalty that will echo for generations.